Hello everyone, my name is Ibrahim and welcome to my channel Iberpoint. In this video, we are going to talk about how to get all managers in Power Apps without using Power Automate. Then let's not keep you waiting and get started. Alright, so this is our test organization and we have a few of users that I created. One of them is CEO, a CTO, and software team leader. So we will be using these managers in our application. We will be listing them one by one. So let's start with creating our application. So I will create an application from scratch and name it Get All Managers. Then I click on the create button. The first thing we need to add is, since we need our managers, we need to have access to Office 365 users. So that is in here, this one. Yeah. So we have added our connector, and right now what we will be doing is we should add a timer control. So let's add a timer control here. And yeah, we found it. So there are specific things we need to change in here. One of them is duration. Duration needs to be 500. And the other one is repeat. Repeat should be true so that it can loop over all the managers instantly and select the top manager. So the other things for the timer control are two properties that needs to be set up. So one of them is auto start and the other one is start. According to that, we will be creating a variable, and according to that variable, the timer control will start or stop. So let's define a variable here called start timer. That's what I call. And I will just copy it and paste it on the other property where we described earlier, start timer. Never mind the error you see here, it will be gone in our next step. So what we will be doing next is we should add a functionality for OnTimerEnd event. So let's do it, and let's select timer control and then select OnTimerEnd event. So I will enlarge the formula bar here and write some code. If selected manager dot job title is equal to CEO, then I set start timer as false. But if not, I will set it as true. So that's all for the OnTimer event functionality. If the selected manager job title is 0, I tell the timer to stop and never run again. So the other thing what we should do is add functionality in OnTimerStart event. So let's find it, and it should be on here. Yeah. So let's add some functionality. If on start timer is equal to true, we should add um, set selected manager selected, sorry for the typo, is equal to Office365 users dot manager. So as you see here, it requires some parameter called user ID, and that user ID needs to be another variable called selected user. We will update it later. Let's close it. Let's close it. Yeah. And the other thing we need to add is we should create a collection. So I will add a collect function here, all managers, and I should add select manager to it. So that's part also close. So the last thing we should do is set selected user is selected manager dot id. So what we do here is at the last part of the function here, we set the selected user as the selected manager's ID, so that it will loop over and find the manager instantly. So that part is done, and we need to create a function to call this timer control. And the best one is, of course, adding a button. So let's add a button control here now, and I will name it as trigger timer control. Oops. Trigger timer control. Yeah. And we should add some function here. Yeah. So the first thing is we should set selected user as Office365 users dot myprofile dot id, so that at start point we should get our id so that we can find our manager, our first level manager. Then it will loop over and find its top manager, top manager, top manager. It will continue like that. So the next part is we should add start timer as true, because we want it to continue, and start. So button functionality is also done, and in the next step we'll be adding a gallery control to list all this data. So let's add some gallery control. I can use a blank vertical, that's much more better, to be honest, having an empty one. And in here we will make it all managers. Yeah, it should belong to, and we should bind some data in it. And one of them is not city but the display name. And the other thing, let me just copy and paste this table. The other thing should be the job title, so that we can see the job title of the manager. So that part is also done, and the next part is just run the code and see if it works or not. Of course it works, but that's the funny part. So let's start it. Yeah, we have our data. So that's it, we have done it. If you like our video, please subscribe to our channel. like, comment, or share it with your friends. So thank you for watching.